All right, how's it going, guys? Had a few people asking me kind of what what all's done to the Jeep, what kind of equipment I carry with me to, kind of make sure I get out of situations. I like to kind of go out by myself a lot of times. I don't really like relying on other people and their schedules. So if I just wake up and I'm like, hey, I kind of want to go out, I make sure that I'm taken care of. So first things first, you can go out with whatever you want. If you got a stock truck, you can go out and play. Just make sure that you're playing in a way that is kind of on par with your vehicle. So for my Jeep, kind of starting from the front going towards the back, we have Smitty built winch X2O 12,000 pound. We also have the Smitty built front bumper, super heavy duty. I've never had a problem with it. I kind of push through things all the time. The winch has been fantastic. It also is wireless if I want it to be. We have our tow eyes and everything right there. Something that I added, I know a lot of people hate these things, however I added them just for a little bit of extra protection from some branches. Nothing major, they're plastic, they would break, but I would rather break these instead of something going into the radiator. We have our little grill inserts right here. They look okay, I guess, but I bought those purely for, we're going through the woods, there's some stuff kind of coming through here, just they'll take a bit of a beating, nothing major. We have a 4-inch lift on the Jeep. It doesn't matter what brand you have, it's all pretty much the same, with 35 by 1250 by 15-inch wheels and tires. That's going to be your biggest thing that's going to get you through just ground clearance, and all the things that kind of come with it, all the parts for the suspension. We also have the off-road lights. I'm kind of a basic bitch when it comes to that, but these things are actually amazing at nighttime. I didn't want the big light bar or anything like that. Just no real reason for it. At least for me. We have the side step on the Jeep that came with it, so I was gonna get like a rail guard or something like that, but this thing's perfectly fine. So coming to the back, what we have is, again, Smitty built Atlas rear bumper with tire kit and everything like that. It does carry some fuel cans. I only got one on here. I do put fuel on this one because last thing I want is to get out here. I've had it where I've gone out here and had less than quarter tank left and actually had to fill up just from not paying attention. It's kind of my own fault. Again, good way to hook up. You have your eyelets right there. I've also got an additional connection right here for the hitch, and then I have just an open one right here. That one actually fell off, not sure where it went, so I gotta get a new one. So I do have a full-size spare right here. It's brand new, never been used. So that's kind of it when it comes to like the off-road part of the Jeep, the things that are kind of like guarding the Jeep and letting me get through. So it is a 2012 JK Sport. It does not have lockers. It's got the Dana 44 rear, Dana 30 front. It's been fantastic. I redline this thing all the time in the mud when need be. Just get the wheel speed, throw the mud off of the blocks of tires, get a little extra traction. Never had a problem. Something else I did forget was the headlights. Those are upgraded. Another great addition, because the stock ones, if anyone's driven a Jeep before, you can barely see anything. These things are amazing. They don't blind people, and I think they're only like $250, so well worth the money. Also, I have really nice windshield wipers. Doesn't seem like it because the windshield's dirty, but they actually do a great job of removing mud and dirt and stuff like that. So make sure that your windshield wipers are up to the job. So let's go to the inside. What's done to the Jeep? Again, not a whole lot. We have a Stinger radio system. This thing is amazing. It does show me any and all telemetry with the Jeep. I can adjust tunes and stuff like that, so it's a lot of fun. Another thing that is a have to have on a Jeep is I have a reverse camera that you know, shows me at all times. It records front and back, so if I have any issues, you know, if somebody hits me, I'll have that recorded. But if you look in the back right here, that's all you can see out the back. So having the camera in the back is very beneficial. I can back up with ease now. The camera is just right there, so you know, nothing major. We do have the Corbo seats. These things are absolutely amazing. They are comfortable as can be. You know, I have no complaints about these seats. I believe these are $1,000 for these seats. So again, well worth the money. We have our oh shit handles on both sides right here, and then also I don't have my back seat in, but I have oh shit handles for the back passengers. The handles in the back of the seat right there. So you know, we have our switch right here that controls the, you know, the lights up there. So again, just little things like that, quality of life things. We have this piece right here. You can put a whole bunch of stuff in here, kind of clip it to it, radios, whatever you need to do. Let's see what else. There's some carbon fiber pieces in here. I'll be honest, I didn't put those in. That came with the Jeep. So that's kind of a, you know, your taste kind of thing right there. For me, you know, it's cool either way. I don't care. So one other thing that I will say, if you're going to go out in the woods, and even if you're kind of by yourself, always carry some protection. For me, I just have 9mm right here. The perfect place I have it right here, just kind of where the cup holder is. Doesn't jiggle around, doesn't bounce or anything like that. It's perfectly fine. So let's go to the back. Now, forgive how the back looks right now. It's been a full day of going, you know, trail riding, mudding. I've had to winch myself a few times. With that being said, necessary items to have if you're going off-road. Please, if you have a spare tire with you, always have a jack. I have my jack back here where no one else can see it, because there's nothing I hate more than when people just have like their, you know, their farm jack just sitting there. It's never been used. You know, sitting on the back of the Jeep or sitting on the hood, and clearly it's just never been touched. For me, I put it back here, so I have it. I'm not sitting here trying to show off. This is purely a off-road Jeep. I don't daily drive this thing. Its only purpose for me is to go off-road, throw some mud, climb some hills if need be, whatever I wanted to do. So as far as gear that I have a couple chairs back here, a couple extra articles of clothing. I have my dog bed. I bring my dog along with me a lot of times. Right now, just got done pulling out a person just now. Soft shackles. These soft shackles are from Amazon, and they are Softive. I highly recommend these. I've used them probably 100+ times at this point. I've pulled out dualies. I've pulled out some really heavy things. No issues whatsoever. Okay. They're less than $20. You get two, you get the bag. There's no reason to go out and spend $90 on one shackle from those other companies. You know, I was looking at like Factor 55. I was looking at, you know, whatever, Matt's Off-Road. All these things are super expensive, and you can tell me they're made out of some special material. I don't care. I don't care if it's made out of Jesus's pubes. For 20 bucks, you get two, and I've never had a problem. If one breaks, I'll just go out and buy another one. So, you know, soft shackles are a must-have. The other things that I have in here are, I got strap right here. I've got my, you know, no. All right, sorry about that, battery died. So anyway, have my Milwaukee right here. I also have, you know, all the parts for when I need to take off the tire if I get a flat tire. So highly necessary, kind of hand in hand with the farm jack right here. We have our strap right here for, you know, going around trees, and that's what the soft shackles kind of hook up to, you know, intermediate between the winch line and the strap. What else I have that I love is I have waders, which are used all the time. I know sometimes I've been in the mud where it's been, you know, up to my waist, and the waders keep me nice and dry, keep me from, you know, being sticky with mud for the rest of the day. So again, kind of the necessities. I have to bear stuff. I know a lot of people have like traction boards. They have, you know, a whole lot more material, you know, safety stuff than I do. I am going to get a fire extinguisher. You know, it's a Jeep. It's probably going to catch on fire. It's just a Jeep thing, you know. It's kind of the synonymous with doing the two-finger wave. You know, it's just going to happen. So all you can do is be ready for it. But that's kind of it as far as my gear. I have some gloves right here. I've got some like mosquito and tick you know, spray. But yeah, that's kind of all there is to this Jeep. You know, not a whole lot done. I'd say probably $6,000 in it total, you know, and it gets me through pretty much anything I want to go through. You know, my next thing I'm gonna do to this Jeep is probably put in a Dana 44 front and selectable lockers front and rear, and kind of just leave it at that. I don't have any real plans for upgrades on this thing. You know, once it starts breaking stuff, you know, I'll just fix whatever needs to be fixed and upgrade whatever those parts are. It does have the 3.6 motor in it, which is amazing. I've had a YJ, I've had a TJ, and now the JK, and then I've been in the JL a few times now. And owning all of those, the two older Jeeps had the 4.0 straight six, which is a fantastic motor, but I have to say this 3.6 is probably my favorite motor that Jeep's ever put in. It is just that good. So much power. I know a lot of people complain about the down low power on these things, but I don't have that issue. And I have 3.21, I believe, gears, front and rear. That's also going to change. I'm probably going to put like a 4.88, maybe something in that range. So I don't want to go too crazy with it where I can't drive it on the highway. Because right now I'm getting 21 miles a gallon, gallon on the highway, which is pretty good. So, which is not really something I should worry about for a pure off-road rig, but it is. So if anyone has any questions, or you want to talk shit, I don't care. Tell me what I'm missing. I appreciate the feedback either way. So I wish everyone the absolute best, and it's almost Christmas time, so happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever it is you believe in. I wish everyone the absolute best. So duck out. Thank you guys.